And so transformation is a right, but not a privilege. You have the right to progress. You have the right to develop yourself. But the right is to be accessed, but not to be given. You are already be given the right. It is inbuilt in you. And that is by the use of your mind. You see. And so we are all on this earth to progress. And that brings us to a very important topic. And that is what we call service. If you ask most people, especially if you go to Africa, we talk of we serving God. So what is service to God? As a matter of fact, whatever we have been told, what we have been told as serving God is not God service to God. The only service a man or woman, every human being has to render to what he called God, for we are the gods ourselves, is the way we use our minds to improve our lives. That is the only services that we're supposed to provide, or we're supposed to render to God, that we call God, for God is in you. You see, so you are brought here to contribute to the expansion of things in the universe. And the way things expand is by the continuous and the proper use of your mind. And so to serve God is to use your mind constructively and to improve upon your surroundings such that it will affect other people. And that is why we say you are improving your life and you are serving God. And once your life affects other people positively, you are serving your fellow gods, you see. And so to serve God is to use your mind. And your mind is something that no one has control over. No one has the right to deprive you from using your mind, except you depriving yourself, you see. And so self-improvement, transformation, to bring progress in your life can never be attained by praying. It can never be attained by doing all kinds of incantations and all the things that we do as our religious practices. Those things brings us backwards. But when we turn our minds to the fact that we are the individualization of God and God lives in us, and therefore God wants to experience better and greater things, and we begin to look for ways and means to improve upon our life, then collectively, all of us put together, we will see the glory of God overflowing in our lives, into our communities, into our societies, into our nations, you see. And so you are here to bring the glory of God on earth. And that is establishing the heaven on earth here. And as a matter of fact, the glory of God can only be seen by what human beings are doing. You cannot demonstrate the glory of God when you are in tattered clothes. You cannot demonstrate the glory of God when you are poor. You cannot demonstrate the glory of God when you are powerless to anything. But you demonstrate the glory of God when you dominate your circumstances and turn them into opportunities and turn them to wonderful, great, and amazing things. You see, and so to be transformed or to transform ourselves is a deliberate act. And this deliberate act is the only services that we have to render to ourselves. And when we do that, we serve God. We are serving God. You don't have to be a part of any religion. It's good to be a part of a religion. It's good to go to church or the mosque, whatever. That one gives us a sense of belonging. At least we have a place that we co-create. We help one another. But the first service that you got to render to God, that you call God, is to use your mind to improve your lives, to use your mind to improve your environment, you see. And so self-transformation is the number one thing that is required in our lives here, or that is the main purpose for which we are here. And so this is the time of awakening, and this is the time of empowerment, that we will become awakened to who we are, the true nature of us. One of the greatest things that most people, particularly those of us in Africa, are afraid of is for us to say that we are gods. But as a matter of fact, you are a god. You are God in an earthly body. Whether you like it or not, all of us put together form the universal God that we are talking about. For we are all consciousness expressed in the physical world. We are not separated from that overall or the overruling consciousness that we call God. You see? And so your only service, your only worship that you have to render on earth here is the highest use of your mind to improve upon your life and all those around you. And when you do that, you will bring the glory of God together. And collectively, all of us will bring the glory of God together. And when any man or woman travel from anywhere and comes to where you are, where we are, the person will see the glory of God flowing through our lives and all our communities. And that is when we say we are bearing the fruits, you see. And as I invoked the words of Jesus Christ the other day, you will know them by their fruits. And so you will know the nature, the level at which any group of people are using their minds by looking at what they surround themselves with and what is manifesting in their lives, you see. And so it is now time for us to wake up and no longer, burying ourselves in this kind of dogmatics and religious things that are bringing us backwards or leaving us where we are, you see. Traditions and all these things must go. Human beings are moving. We are moving forward. We will never go back to old things. And therefore, it is time that we wake up to this fact and recreate our lives. As a matter of fact, what we call tradition, there is nothing as tradition. Tradition or culture is just the way of life of older people. They saw whatever they created, whatever they've established or they practiced, they saw it through a window in which they were looking at the world. But today we are in an advanced world that is moving very fast, and those who are not able to catch up will only be dragged along, and in that case they become servants of those who are moving with the pace of the evolution of the human race. Thank you.